Hey y'all, welcome to week 32 of my pregnancy updates. I am 32 weeks and 5 days today, so we are most definitely getting closer to meeting our little ones. And speaking of that, I have some really exciting news, but I'm going to hold off on that for just a minute and talk to y'all about my cravings and symptoms. Cravings this week and last week has been baked tilapia. I craved that a lot when I was on my low carb diet, and now it's just intensified. So I'm really glad I got like a 3 to 5 pound bag of that because we're having really bad weather right now as well. Um, what else? I'm craving Oreo milkshakes from Cookout, which I was craving at the very beginning of my pregnancy and somewhat in the middle and then somewhat closer to the end, like in the beginning ish of my third trimester. For symptoms. Symptoms this week, heartburn has not been as bad, but it is most definitely there. But my top symptom this week is I'm having uberly bad back labor to the point to where I can't sleep, which I guess is another big symptom. But I cannot sleep with my back labor at all, and it's driving me bonkers. They monitored me Thursday, so yesterday, because I was having pains every 5 to 7 minutes. And they wanted to make sure I wasn't in labor. Although if I am, like if I was to my water, well, not gonna say that. If I was to go into active labor to where it was dilating me, they would just go ahead and let it happen, because I'm just to the point to where if they're ready to come. And they might have NICU time, but if they want to be here, they can be here, and the doctors ain't gonna stop it. I had an ultrasound last week. I didn't really get any really good pictures of the boys. Brian, I think, was facing my back, and Dominic kept his face hidden pretty much the whole time, so I didn't really get any cute pictures of them. I'm not even 100% sure where those pictures are at. Let's see, what else? I'm saying a lot. The boys' nursery just needs the sheet or whatever I'm going to put up over that thing, like the closet, because my mother-in-law stores a lot of her stuff in there, and we're not using it anyway. But it needs that up before the boys get here. And then this is that wall I was telling you about in one of my later videos. It's like so many multicolors because my mother-in-law is very indecisive about things, but it's whatever. I don't really care. So the biggest thing that's probably happened is that we have set my C-section date. And with Nevaeh, I didn't get to pick a C-section date because I was already in active labor with her when I had to have my C-section, because the Pitocin they gave me 2 days before, and I really just need to do a birthing video on her sooner or later. But with Nevaeh, or with Rain and Sky, I was able to choose their birth dates and who I wanted to deliver them. And I thought it would be the same this time, and we was going to have one of the two primary doctors that I've seen this whole pregnancy, which is Palmer and Ellis. Well, when I went in Friday for like my ultrasound and doctor's appointment and everything, they went ahead and set up my C-section date, and it will be February 3rd, or 23rd, sorry. So a month from tomorrow, my boys will be here, so I'm really, really excited, if they don't decide to come sooner. But what kind of pissed me off with that is we was not able to set a date for their birthday, nor was we able to pick the doctor. The date wasn't our idea, although Scooby's happy with it because he liked the number 23. I could care less as long as it wasn't the 14th. I really didn't care what happened, like what day they was born on. But what irritated me was that neither Palmer or Ellis is going to be delivering me. It's going to be a doctor named Dorton. And I have not seen him my whole pregnancy. My first appointment with him will be Monday. So that really sucks that I can't have a doctor I want to deliver me. And I'm very skittish with needles like going into my spine or any kind of thing like that. Like tattoos don't bother me, piercings don't bother me, but when it goes like I know it's going into a bone or drawing blood or something, I have like a mental breakdown and start crying. And that's happened with all three of my last C-sections, and I know it's going to happen again. And I'm just like kind of a nervous wreck about it. I'm trying to think of what else. That was the biggest thing. I have been asked a lot by family if Scooby's still going to be in the room with me during my operation, if he signed the birth certificate and everything like that. So before I get asked on here, I'm just going to go ahead and point out that Scooby left me, not the kids. And with that being said, me and Scooby are still friends, as much as we can be without making things more complicated than they are. With that being said, yes, he's going to be in the room when I have the boys. He's going to cut the umbilical cords. He's going to sign the birth certificates. They're going to have our last name and everything. So I don't really like how people are just assuming that just because he's not with me anymore, he's not with his kids. That's not the case. And this is probably going to be a whole different video. But we're trying to figure out this co-parenting thing. And, I mean, he takes care of his kids, so I'm not bitching. It would be better if we were still together doing it. But we're not, and that's just how things are going. And there's days that I'm okay with it, and there's days that I wish we were still together. But in the end, we're doing what's best for us and for what's best for our kids at the moment. So, but like I said, I'll probably do a video on that later, just because I have a lot of frustration wrapped up in that I need to rant about. But even though this pregnancy vlog has been all over the place and y'all didn't really get that much information, I'm going to go ahead and end it before it gets even worse, I guess. But I'm going to show y'all my bump. So here's my 32-week bump. It officially looks like I swallowed a basketball or something. And with the shirt up. Okay, y'all, so that was my pregnancy update. Again, I apologize. I missed week 31, and I apologize for being all over the place, but I will talk to y'all in my next video. Hope y'all enjoyed. Bye.